Hmm. I like sex. I'm good at sex. I don't think I'm a sex addict though. There is a website, if you're in any doubt. They have a series of questions, and if you answer yes to 4 or more, then you got a problem. Well, it turned out I wasn't a sex addict, but I was an alcoholic. But then I was drunk at the time, so I may have answered the questions incorrectly. Was I having sex compulsively, it asked. No, more of a hobby than a compulsion. Was I able to control the amount of sexual contact I have? With this body, it's not easy. I'll tell you this though, I did once have sex to Alan Bennett. That's 2, by the way, not with. I'm sure he wouldn't have minded. In fact, I think he would have been delighted. Felix, my ex, the impoverished writer, he couldn't get to sleep unless he was listening to the sound of Alan Bennett's voice. He said it reassured him, helped him to feel sleepy and relaxed. So there we were, in bed together, when Felix leaned over to kiss me. So naturally, I went to turn Alan off, but Felix stopped me. Don't you think Alan Bennett sounds erotic? He said. I do. Well, I've never really thought about it, I said. But I guess my instinctive answer would have to be no. No, I don't. He pouted. Well, how about we leave him on anyway? Okay, fine, I said. Well, it did nothing for me. But I still had a good time and certainly learnt a lot about the Mitford sisters. Yeah, it's always good to try these things. And when it comes to the boudoir, I'm never averse to experimentation. It's healthy. And everyone knows I've been a creature of whim since birth. It didn't last long after that. He did 2 things wrong. 1, he admitted to still being in love with someone else. 2, he answered his phone while he was still inside me. Well, just a few weeks later, a friend of mine said she spotted AB, Alan Bennett, in the vegetables section of our local organic fruit and veg shop, Planet of the Grapes. And she said it took all the strength she had not to rush up to him and tell him 2 people had made love to the sound of his voice. Oh, no, we're no longer together, the ex and I. But I do think about him from time to time. Wonder whether he's listening alone or with company. Or just this morning, well, I heard Alan Titchmarsh on the radio, and for a few seconds I thought it was AB. I even considered getting in touch with my ex to point out how alike their voices were, but I didn't. I think Pamela was my favourite. Of all the Mitford sisters, you know. But I wouldn't want to commit